Om Bhurбhuvасвахам Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayantam.
So hi everyone, today I have a very interesting guest, Pavel Kalagin, Sivananda yoga teacher from New York, Brooklyn. Hi Paul.
Hello everybody.
Yeah, okay, actually today I think we are going to discuss basically Sivananda yoga. Well, for years I know that, okay, you are practicing yourself different aspects of Sivananda yoga, meditation, breathing exercises, physical postures, and philosophical stuff as well. And okay, if to speak about me, so I'm practicing Kriya yoga meditation, slightly different, but very close at the same time. But anyway, Sivananda yoga is a very important and interesting tradition for me as well. And my first question is, okay, in the United States and in Europe, by the way, Sivananda yoga is one of the major yoga tradition, at least classical one. Well, what is your opinion actually? What is the secret why Western people so appreciate exactly Sivananda yoga?
Yeah, the first of all is simplicity. It's a very good word for that. Like Sivananda said before, simplicity. Simple asanas, simple pranayamas in the beginning, simple meditation, nothing like complete stuff. Like it's pretty easy to start yoga with Sivananda system. Very easy. It's like it's certain levels: level 1, level 2, beginners, intermediate, and others. So then people come to Sivananda yoga class. They think they're gonna do some headstand, some amazing difficult asanas, or a lot of pranayama, a lot of difficult things. But nothing like that. Like it's just 2 pranayamas, 2 breathing exercises. Then,
Yeah.
So very simple meditation, like relaxation, when you concentrate on your breathing, basically. So you breathe and you concentrate on it. Very easy. You sit. You don't have to even sit to cross-leg pose.
Yeah, that's very important for most of the people.
Yeah, you can sit in a chair, because it's like in a class, it's a couple of chairs always. Like it's a different kind of. And people can say if he's, let's say, 80 years old or something, like senior citizens, they can sit in a chair and do pranayama, do breathing exercises. It's very easy.
Actually, let me just add that I think that's very important for the Westerners to come across such a tradition which, okay, can introduce different levels. That's very practical one.
Yeah.
For example, in my case, okay, actually I belong to the Kriya yoga tradition. My guru Yogi Rama, who passed away like 2006, and before that he initiated me into a number of techniques, and he actually blessed me to teach people. And in the Kriya yoga tradition, which is also very famous in the United States and Europe, globally, the same, like multi-level. So we have many levels, and you can start where you are actually. And if you wish, simple breathing exercises, okay, simple meditation techniques, you can start with that. You don't need to jump into so-called advanced level. So that's really nice. So continue, please.
Yeah, you don't have to study. That's most important thing in here in America, especially in New York. People very proud about about the freedom, their
Mhm.
own freedom, and they don't like brainwash things right away. They don't. They all have some religion. So, somebody Islamic, somebody's Christian, or whatever it is. So it's pretty easy. An important thing, you don't have to study difficult Vedantic things, like books, very difficult, like philosophic, like ideas. It goes after. You don't have to do it right away. But in many schools, they telling you like what you're supposed to do, like pushing you pretty hard. And in here, it's um, extremely important moment. Like if the American people they see it, they go away. They don't stay in a class. They see like, oh, it's like another religion, like some other group, some fanaticals or something like that. Like I'm not gonna be in there. But in
Yeah.
Shivananda, it's not like that. They don't feel it. It's not they're not come and that huge Ganesha right away they see, and
Yeah.
everybody's praying. Like it's very simple computer, like very nice lady, like you want to take the class or not, like it's just $15, very nicely,
Yeah.
and especially important, very polite.
Okay, let me also add something that, okay, now you're speaking about American people, actually, because your ashram, your Sivananda Yoga Center is in Brooklyn, in New York, and basically we have to remember that, well, if not all kinds of yoga, but at least Shivananda and Kriya Yoga basically came from Himalayas. So we have to remember that, okay, that's the huge cultural and religious question, how to adopt all this for the Westerners. And anyway, so just a couple of questions, and I think one of them is anyway, philosophy is hugely important. I'm sure you agree, but at the same time, it's sometimes unpractical to push, as you mentioned, people from the very beginning to, to learn to study some complicated like Vedanta books, like Upanishads, Yoga Shastras. They can't even pronounce the name, most of the people. But okay, what do you think? What is the approach you have in the Shivananda school? How to, well, anyway, introduce people to the Vedanta philosophy? Because, okay, if we just never mention about philosophy, then it's going to be another yoga studio, and that's stupid as well. But anyway, that is a spiritual stuff. But how can you, gently introduce your students, and to the philosophy?
Yeah, it's very good question. Actually, it's very easy to answer because it's a few ways. First of all, everybody have websites. Like you can go on site and nobody pushing you. If you don't like it, you can go away. So if you like it, you stay. So nobody pushing you to do like another way. They giving you brochures, it goes in here like brochures, it's a small books, like in a school, in the first level or second level, and it's very simple information about Vedic culture, very simple. That's another way to do. And also, of course, instructor always asking like, do you have any question? Like you did, and some person always saying, yeah, I do, and already other people they in here they don't jump and go away. They just listen, and he's answering the questions. He's not telling right away what should you do, like what kind of stuff, like what Veda's about, like. Give me some questions and I'm gonna answer. That's very practical way.
Yeah, I like it very much, because actually if people, for example, okay, may join your group, your ashram anyway, your classes, and if they don't have questions, actually no point to give answer if they don't have questions, or
Exactly.
the level of question may put you into position. Okay, what kind of answer actually? Question and answer. Question is the beginning, and if they just say, okay, I wish to relax, I wish to be healthy, I wish to be like more positive, then you give certain exercise. But if they may ask, okay, what about philosophy, then you are ready to supply with the answer. And let me say that in the Kriya Yoga tradition to which I belong, actually we have a similar approach. At least that's my approach. I mean, different groups, they have a totally different way to communicate with the people. But I mean to say, the very basic level, philosophical speaking, is just, okay, do you want to be conscious? Do you wish to be relaxed? Do you wish to be happy? Do you wish to be free from stress, from tension, fears? Very simple level. It's not a question of Vedic philosophy like enlightenment, all that self-inquiry. That's the next step. The first, very practical. Okay, people, learn meditation, okay, in the United States, in big cities, in Europe, in Germany, for example, big states, big cities, etc. And for most of the people, the number one question, how can I be free from my awful stress, fears, phobias, etc. So that's the beginning of conversation, and then maybe in a few weeks, maybe in a few years, maybe never actually, we can come across that, okay, we have Upanishads, we have a Bhagavad Gita, we have the Yoga Sutra. That's really gentle approach, let us say. And just one more, maybe last question for today is, Sivananda yoga and religion, and traditional Indian Hindu religion. That's one aspect of my question right now. And another aspect is, must people worship two gurus, or can you, or must you, or wish you to introduce this tradition as well? Because, you can say that you are not guru, you can say that you are just Shivananda yoga teacher, but anyway, you are master, you are guru anyway, and must they worship to you, for example? Or, okay, if not to you, maybe they have to worship to Swami Sivananda, who is the founder. Okay, how can you manage this traditional Indian stuff, cultural one, worship to guru plus, okay, what about Hindu religion, for example, if somebody is Christian or Jewish or Muslim?
In the same time, it's easy question, but at the same time, it's a pretty difficult question, because in here, it's so many different religions, and so many, like maybe more than in another world, like in United States, like everybody's in here. So it's very difficult for me to understand, like what you said. What do you mean exactly? What do you put in this word worship? Like which way? What do you mean exactly? Because
I mean traditional Indian way. When you join a certain group, then you take picture of your immediate master. I mean, you, Paul, is the master for your student. Must they take your picture and put it in their house on the wall, and then next to it Swami Sivananda, and then Adi Shankaracharya? That I mean, very much cultural kind of stuff, because respect to the yoga teacher, that's totally different. That's what I mean.
Yeah, respect is very important, and of course some ethical things exist, and some worship, of course, but it's like I said to you before, we spoke about it already, it's very individual. I'm doing only private lessons, and for each person different worship, it's different. For example, it matters of level of consciousness, of
Yeah.
it's very important. Like the person knows about tradition or never heard about it even, like what his level. Another thing, and his temper, like what kind of guy is that, like what kind of profession is that, who is he, you know, like it's also very important, or she, like the very important, it's also the age, you know, it's different for everybody. For someone, like you can say, like I'm given even my pictures, they put in it like an altar at homes, like I'm given Shivananda pictures and Vishnu Devananda pictures, like saint persons, like saint people, photos and videos, books. I gave it to the people, mantras, but it depends mostly on the level of consciousness in general, I would say. So
Yeah, that's a very nice personal approach, let us say, because really some people are very much open to the
yeah,
more traditional Vedic, even let us say kind of Hindu approach. And you know, when I teach Kriya Yoga myself, Kriya Yoga meditation and breathing exercises, I'm always emphasize that I am Christian. That's
yeah,
very important for the people. I'm Christian. I'm not member of church community. That's also important
yeah,
because basically I was born in a Russian Orthodox Church family, and unfortunately for us, I mean Russian um, yoga practitioners, we do respect our church, but unfortunately they never respect, you know, yoga, meditation, and Vedic philosophy. That's the painful question. So that's just why I say, yeah, I am a Christian, but I'm not member of the church, any church.
yeah,
And then I introduce actually, you know, philosophy which is universal. I mean, meditation and yoga, it's not about religion, basically.
yeah,
And we have to remember that yoga is older, more ancient than any religion. And I
yeah.
mean, if we wish to
Anyway,
stay
yeah,
in peace, if we wish to be healthy, basically that's yoga, and we don't need even to discuss, even to mention, okay, what is your religion? For example, if I take as example, okay, my students, and that's very important that I don't have disciples. I have students, but not disciples, because I don't. My
yeah,
approach is, okay, guru means in your spiritual heart, Lord God, consciousness, full
yeah,
stop. And if okay, my students, they're Christians, Jewish, you know, Muslims, you know, people of different, okay, actually backgrounds, and I prefer to speak about universal message. And I know that Sivananda Yoga is basically like the same approach.
very
Even
same.
yeah,
Yeah,
even
exactly
when
the same.
when we speak about Vedic philosophy, that's a very subtle question, and not, you know, a very subtle question, that even when we speak, or if we speak about Vedic philosophy, it's not necessary to mention about Hindu religion. That's a very subtle question, because if
Exactly.
you discuss any Vedanta philosophy stuff, you don't need to change your religion. You can
Yeah,
remain as
I'm
a
speaking
Christian.
about Vedic tradition. That's what I'm saying usually.
Yeah,
Not I'm not a Hindu, but I teach Vedic tradition.
yeah,
That's what I say. Yeah, and
yeah.
it works. People understand it's very old, very ancient, like Vedic tradition, even before any religion came out. So it's
Yeah,
understandable.
that's the way this different yoga schools, like okay, Shivananda yoga, to which you belong, or Kriya yoga, to which I belong, they you know, grow pretty fast in the Western world, exactly based you know, on this understanding of this difference between universal part of Vedic philosophy, and very good, very nice. And of course, we respect Hindu religion, but it's slightly different. And if you
Yes.
learn meditation, I mean, anybody learn meditation and yoga, no need to be religious at all, or you can stay in your own religion. That's fine. Okay, let me complete this video for today. And in the very end, of course, can you just can you tell to our viewers how can they find any information about you? I mean, your website, how can they get there, whatever, your YouTube channel? Just can you tell?
Yeah, that's very easy. My site, it's Pavel Kalagin yoga.com. So you can go on site and you can see you can see everything about me over there, like about everything what I do. So about the school, about Ashram. You can email me. You can see me on Facebook or whatever. So
just take your name, which is
you
this
can
video.
Google it. Yeah, like
And
you said.
Google it. Yeah, just take the name and Google it.
Yeah,
and
it's the easiest way to Google it. Just put
Yeah.
the name. You're gonna find me very easy.
yeah, okay, fine. So thank you very much, Paul, for your time. I really appreciate. I know that you are very busy with the writing, with the classes. So thank you very much for this wonderful and useful conversation. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवहं तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्